guys, it's Marianne again. So I wanted to just give you guys a little bit of, I don't know, an idea of how to find cheap, fun things to do in LA. It's super manageable. I mean, I don't spend that much going out in LA. I mean, I'm pretty much a homebody, so I guess that affects it too, but I still just want to give you guys a little information about it. Everybody has their own things that they like to do, so this isn't something I can like hand everybody something that they love, but I will put links below. There's always, every year they release new lists of cheap or just fun free things to do in LA. Like, it usually comes out like in the summer, and it's all the summer events for the coming months. So I'll do some links below for stuff like that so you can get more information. And yeah, I'll just tell you guys what I do for fun. One thing I do is there's this cafe I go to that has amazing food, amazing cake, and they have summer movie nights, and you don't have to pay to go, you just have to buy some food, and I always end up spending a little bit extra there, which is bad, but my roommate who I go with usually only spends like $12 plus tips, so like $15, which that means that's like dinner and a movie for the price of like what is normally a movie ticket, you know? So it's pretty cheap, and it's just an adorable atmosphere, and it's really fun. They have like themed cocktails and food for each movie that they play, and I really love it. So there's a lot of places that do things like that out here. I know Hollywood Forever Cemetery has outdoor movie screenings. And again, it might be like $13 or something like that to go, but it's pretty much the same price as a movie ticket, so pretty much works out. I think movie tickets are usually more expensive than that, especially in LA, actually, so it's cheaper than that. And it's just fun. I know Griffith Park every summer has Shakespeare in the Park for free, which is really cool. I always mean to go, and I've never made it yet. Someday I will, I swear, because it seems fantastic. Like, why wouldn't you? It's great. And along the same lines, Griffith Park, hiking. Hiking is a huge pastime in LA because it really is just like an escape from the city. Like, certain trails, you can't tell you're in the city. There's one trail I go on called the Rainforest Trail. It's so beautiful. I feel like I'm in like a storybook, and it's just like a nice little escape. Like, someday I'd love to just like bring a book and like sit on a log and read for an hour. But I wouldn't do that alone. I would bring a friend because danger. But yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful trails everywhere. I've gone to a trail in Malibu, and yeah, Malibu. For a second I was like, is that the right one? Yeah, Malibu, that like you do the hike and you can see the ocean, and it's just gorgeous. So it's always fun and free when you do that. I mean, pay for gas, I guess, for transportation, but that's, I mean, I think that's pretty negligible depending on how far you're driving. The beach is always an option too, speaking of which, but that one, to me, the traffic and the hassle, and sometimes you have to pay for parking, it's not usually quite worth it. I know when I haven't gone to the beach in so long, but when I was starting to like get uninterested in it, I would just go on like colder days and just like wear a sweater and like read on the beach, and it was fun and cheap because nobody wants to go to the beach on a cold day. So that was always my little workaround for that. Oh, another thing I do that is pretty cheap, the only reason it's not is because we order food, but me and a couple of my friends actually started our own little book club. I love reading, and it was just an excuse for us to keep in touch and get together. I mean, one of them is my roommate, so I see her all the time, but another one is just a friend of mine that I feel like we don't see each other enough all the time, so that's a good way to keep in touch with her. And it started with just the three of us, and it's slowly starting to grow. I keep like inviting more people. This time we have one of my other friends joining us, and I invited one of my coworkers from the restaurant I work in who might be joining us, so it's slowly growing, which is really cool. And that reminds me, there's also this fantastic website called Meetupcom, so you can find pretty much anybody that has similar interests as you and like join a group of doing whatever your interest is, for cheap or free. So I had tried to join a book club there, but that book club was way too popular and there was always a waiting list, so if you didn't sign up right away you can make it, and so we were just like, we'll just do our own. And yeah, it's worked out for us. But yeah, Meetup.com is a fantastic resource because they have like movie clubs and like women in film clubs, and I'm sure there's something for everybody on there, which is fantastic. So that's a great resource. Things that I like to do, I mean, I'll be honest, I go to Harry Potter World because I have an annual pass, but I didn't actually have to buy it. But the annual pass was only about $150, which is expensive, but if you go a lot and you don't spend a bunch of money, I think it can sort of pay for its, like, be a reasonable price for how often you go. Like if you go 10 times, it's $15 per trip, you know? Not too shabby. But again, I didn't pay for the ticket, and I probably wouldn't have bought the ticket if I didn't have it, but I do. No, I lied. I didn't buy this ticket either. I have an annual pass to the zoo that I also didn't buy because I'm a mooch, I guess. No, I got the pass when I went with the kids I babysit for. So I have an annual pass for the zoo, so I love to do that. And the zoo, I think it's like $18 for an individual ticket or like $30 for an annual pass, so it is clearly just worth it to get the annual. I totally made up those numbers though. I might be wrong. It might be like $60. I don't know because I didn't buy it. So clearly I'm not really the one to be giving this advice because I got all of my stuff for free. Or maybe that's why I should give advice. Think on that. No, I don't know. I'm being weird. So yeah, those are some things that I do for fun. Yeah, like maybe a club, the movie night screenings. There's just always something you can find to do. There's just different cafes and stuff, different discount nights at different places. I used to be able to go bowling for free on like Monday nights, I think it was. There was a restaurant industry free night at a bowling alley on Hollywood. It was always crazy busy, but yeah, I did get to go bowling for free a few times, which was really cool. And the restaurant I work for always has all these free events going on. Well, not always, but you know, like they had a bowling night and they bought like beer and food, and we all went bowling and had free food, and it was fantastic. So that was great. So don't be afraid to like say yes to work like events. Like it's free fun and food. Like why would you say no? Take advantage of that. And oh my gosh, I had one more thing I wanted to say and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, this is something, sorry. One of my former coworkers at another restaurant I worked at, she had another job at a nightclub that was trying to bring people in so they looked busier, so they became more of a hotspot, so more and more people came in. And so this employee was able to offer us like free drinks. It wasn't any drinks. It was like we would get 1 or 2 bottles of vodka and mixers, so like cranberry and orange juice, and we would get to go to the club and drink for free just to make the club look busier. So definitely be on the lookout for something like that if you like going out, or get a job at a place that offers that. Don't work at one of the places where they don't let you even drink on the premises. I think that's weird. Yeah, get a job where people are nice. That's always the dream, isn't it? If you can, obviously. You I don't know your story. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. But yeah, let me know if you like any of those ideas, and let me know if you live in LA, what things you do for cheap or free in LA. Yeah, I would also go to the Americana a lot and just walk around. The Americana is just this little shopping center that's really nice. It's a lot like the Grove, which is also a great option. And the Grove is just a little bit more touristy and it's bigger. But I would always go to the Americana and just sit on the patio at Barnes & Noble, and they play jazz music outside, and there's this fountain, and it's gorgeous, and I would just sit out there and read or do proofreading for books I'm working on, stuff like that, to like get me out of the house, and it didn't actually cost me any money. So yeah, you just have to find what works for you and take advantage of opportunities. Alright, thanks so much guys, I'll talk to you again soon.